Hi, good evening, everybody. My name is Chuck Hanson, and I'll be your host here for the next 20 or 25 minutes as we go through a very quick presentation about a company up until 8 weeks ago wasn't on my radar, had never heard the name before, called World Global Network. And I'm going to just share, some information about the company, some information about the products, and a little bit about the compensation model that we've decided to use in the North American launch. And folks, we're you're truly blessed here to be amongst just a handful of people that even know that this company exists. And, we all talk about timing, right? Fortunes have been made by being at the right place at the right time. In fact, I'm living proof of that. I have made a tremendous amount of money in this industry by being at the right place at the right time. And we've all heard story after story of that happening, always wishing that person that they were talking about was you. Well, in 2004, Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Facebook, invited 5 people into his dorm room to listen to an idea. 3 of those people went. They became billionaires. 2 of them didn't. I don't know what happened to those people, but, what I'm here to tell you, it's your turn. It's time for everybody to start telling that story about you. Let me share with you a few facts about World Global Network and why we feel so strongly about this becoming a reality. Here we've got a company, folks, that is just launching into the U.S. market, into the North American market, and that launch is going to happen later on the latter part of September. But here you've got a company that is active worldwide in more than 100 countries, thanks to thousands of distributors. And really that thousands is really 300,000 distributors who are sharing the products and services offered by World Global Network. So certainly not a startup. And I'll give you a little bit of background on WDAS, World Assurance Group, and you might want to take down, some of these websites and take a look at them at your leisure. WorldGlobalGroup.com is a great one for you to take a look at, but World Assurance Group is the holding company that is the parent company of World Global Group, and then World Global Assets, and then another company called CellAd, and you'll get to hear a little bit about that later on in the presentation. But here's really what the structure looks like, right? World Global Group, and if you go to worldglobalgroup.com, you can look at all these various companies. But again, the offices, there are the office, Singapore, New York now in the Seagram's building on Park Avenue, and then in London, in China, in Moscow, in Dublin, and right now a brand new office opening up in Miami, Florida, which will be the global headquarters. This office is just now being built out and staff being hired and all of those things in preparation of World Global Network entering into the North American market. And that's where you and I come in. We're the pre-launch team. We're the launch team. We're the people that have been selected to help the company put the team together to get everybody trained and educated on all their various products and services and building the network. A little bit about the ethical standards and the DSA. I mean, they've already submitted their application to the DSA. Will be one of the 200 companies that are in the DSA, part of the Singapore Business Federation, and again, just the utmost ethics in the company. The person that started this whole company is Mr. Fabio Galdi, CEO and president. Fabio, great guy. You can see some of his accolades there. Founded the second largest ISP in Italy and the 5th largest in Europe, and then went on to create all kinds of other companies. But this is what I'm most excited about. It's one thing to have a background in a lot of different businesses, folks, but it's another thing to understand what the network marketing industry is all about. And here, if you look in 2012 and 2013, Business for Home magazine, ranked Mr. Galdi as one of the top 10 CEOs in the network marketing industry. And if you look at their Alexa ranking, 8th most visited network marketing website in the world. So there's traffic, there's things going on, just not anything going on in North America. And that really is to your advantage. And I'll explain that as we move through this whole presentation. But their whole mission, changing people's lives through a revolutionary business opportunity in the direct sales industry and developing innovative ideas that improve the quality of life to inspire the change. So, a lot of words there, but, doing great things, bringing new technology, and we'll talk about that technology in a little bit. But this is something that everybody should go and take a look at. It's called World for People. If you go to worldforpeople.org, worldforpeople.org, you can read all about the World for People Foundation and all of the great things that World Global Network and the World Global Group is doing around the world to help improve the quality of life for a lot of people, bringing them water, bringing them education, all kinds of things that they participate in, and I'm proud to say that we will all participate in. Here we go. The world is coming to North America, right? September of this year. This all started, in a sequence of events. My partner and myself, Mr. Antonio Alvarez, and myself were traveling the world for the last 3 years looking for an opportunity. And just when we had about given up and decided to open a taco stand, all of a sudden, I guess it was divine intervention that happened, and we were called by an attorney that was hired by World Global Network, and that attorney made the introduction. One thing led to another, led to a meeting in Miami, led to a meeting in Naples, Italy, led to another meeting in Singapore, which then led to a group of people being flown to London to meet the executive team, all the executive team from all the different companies, and then to start to strategize the launch of North America. And folks, that was just July 10th, 11th, 12th, right? So it was just slightly over a month ago that launch meeting took place in London, and we're in a flurry of activity right now, and I'll explain what's going on as we move through this presentation. But here's kind of the phase. We're in that WIP, World Important People phase, or the first mover phase of the company, August and September. And this is where we're getting all the leadership in place, all the leaders from around the country in place. And then we'll actually go into pre-launch the 1st of October, the end of September, 1st of October, as soon as the offices and the customer care and all the things are done in Miami, so that we can effectively handle the growth and support the team in the field. And that will take us to our upcoming event, the December the 2nd through the 6th in Dubai, right? And then beyond that, the opening event for North America, which is still to be determined. So there's the Dubai event. Once we get into pre-launch, there'll be a contest that the company will be running so that you can find your way to Dubai. If you've never been to Dubai, or if you've always wanted to go to Dubai, this is going to be your opportunity. So you can go and check out the worldgmn.com website, and it's got all the information about Dubai on there. While I'm talking about Dubai, I've got a good friend that has joined me on the line, and what I've asked him to do, he was in the event that we had just a couple of weeks ago in Miami, Florida. He's first officer for United Airlines, and I've known Ty for, for 6-7 years now. He's a pro, not only flying airplanes, but also a pro at building organizations. And I've asked him, Ty lives in Austin, Texas. And Ty, if you'll unmute yourself and come on into the line, tell everybody what you saw in Miami. Oh, maybe I don't know that I can do that. Let's see. Ty, I think you can unmute your line now, and
sure.
Come on into the call. I can hear you fine.
Okay, Chuck. Hi. As he said, my name's Ty Mackey. I'm in Austin. I've been a pilot for United for 25 years. About 2.5 weeks ago, Chuck invited me on a conference call, and on that conference call, they invited me to Miami. When I got there to Miami, I have to say one thing. Everything that the launch team put together was 5-star. From the treatment, from the time we stepped into the door to the rooms they got us, everything was paid for. It was all 5-star and first class, which is how Chuck is and the rest of the launch team that I met there. And as Chuck said, I've known him for 6 or 7 years, and I think the world of him.
I got it on the phone number.
Anyway, what I was going to say is if you were in that room.
Yeah.
If you were in that room when I saw the presentation given by Fabio and his team and Chuck.
Ty, as much as I'd like you to finish that conversation, this is going to be impossible, so we'll have to do that at another time. Hey, folks, what I want to do right now is walk right through the product line and then get right into the compensation. But what you're going to see is a product line of products that people will buy with or without the opportunity. And that's a very important part of why we decided to join with World Global Network. You've got products that people are going to buy and are buying all over the globe. So let me just get right into them. A technology line, right? The company is really based around mobile and wearable technology, tablets and smartphones, mobile advertising, and a platform called AdCoin that you'll see about, and video and VoIP communications, as well as renewable energy in a company that they own called PowerClouds. So the World Phone 4G is right here. The new World Phone 4U is coming to the United States, and that'll be a brand new product in the U.S. market, as well as the MiniTab, the tablet product. And again, these are, if you just think about a Lamborghini for a second, these are Italian-designed electronics and manufactured in their own plant in China. So not selling anybody else's products, all their hardware, all their software, all their own intellectual properties, all their own patented products. And so we have the opportunity to distribute those throughout North America and then the rest of the world. AdCoin is something that you're going to hear an awful lot about. This product delivers right to your smartphone targeted advertising, right? So every time you receive a text or a phone call, a targeted ad pops up. You can choose to skip that ad, look at it, like it, dislike it, and give feedback to the company. But every time that happens, you earn money, and you earn money from your network every time that they view an ad. Right now the company is, there's over 6 million impressions monthly, and so this is being accepted in other countries, Russia and Europe, with open arms. It's just been an incredible, incredible product. And, folks, people want to get to, advertisers want to get to where the eyeballs are. And the eyeballs are where? On the smartphone all the time. So that's going to be a huge product in the marketplace. PowerClouds, If you've not been to powerclouds.com, I would suggest that you go there and take a look. This is what attracted me. Again, something that is a category creator, something that no other company has ever done, and which is renewable energy. Not energy in the deregulated markets, but renewable energy, creating solar energy farms and then plugging that energy up to the grid so that it can be utilized all over the world. New products, and you're going to see all of these in Dubai, and it's called the Space Concept. And what names that this company has come up with. I mean, SpaceWorks. I mean, what an incredible name. And I don't know how they got these, but, it's a unified communication platform, and it just has everything there. Your mail service, contactless, calendar, organizers, document storage, everything all in one spot. Webinars where you can put 1,000 people, but it's just everything that you need for collaboration and communication is all going to be in the SpaceWorks platform. So, and you're going to see all of that coming up in Dubai. Again, video conferencing and all kinds of products. This is something that we were privy to in London. Had to sign a 7-page NDA. And it's called the Space Computer. Now, I know that this is a first concept design, but what you're looking at is a little 1-inch square. It's a little slightly larger than a 1-inch square, about 3/4 of an inch, but it's a wearable computer. It's a revolutionary computer that will change everything. It'll just change the game completely. No other company has this, and a couple of weeks ago, Fabio Galdi, the CEO president, decided to share this with everybody that was at that Miami event that Ty was talking about, and it was just everybody there was just blown away and so excited about what they had just seen. This doesn't do it justice. The video that has been produced, that's being edited right now, just tells the story like nothing I've ever seen in my life. This product is going to set us apart. And again, it's exclusive to us. It's not going to be sold in Best Buy. You won't find it in Costco. You won't find it in Sam's or Walmart or anywhere else. The only place you'll be able to find it is with World Global Network and with us, the hundreds of thousands of affiliates and salespeople that will be demonstrating this all over. Had I had one of these space computers in London, sitting in the Dorchester Hotel, I could have sold hundreds of these things. People would have been waiting in line, and here's how you connect to your space computer through a pair of glasses just like this. I'm telling you, folks, this is going to revolutionize this company and make it really a household word. Again, coming up in Dubai, the incredible international convention, over 7,000 people are expected, and we want to have you there. So let me do this. Let me pop up the presentation on the compensation plan. I want you to see that. We're going to go through that very quickly. The compensation plan is something that no one has ever seen before. It's revolutionary. It's brand new, but not unproven. Again, World Global Network, ground floor opportunity in a 3-year-old company, and that's really what we have here. World is involved in 5 trends, obviously direct sales, mobile technology, mobile advertising, video and VoIP communications, as well as renewable energy. Debt-free company in business for the last 3 years. So again, not a startup. Over 300,000 distributors in over 100 countries, and soon to be one of the 200 companies in the DSA. We call this plan the Infinity Expansion Compensation Plan. The problem with compensation plans are really compensation plans. They have all kinds of hoops and jumps and loops that you've got to get through. Most compensation plans are made for you to fail. They put in all kinds of traps so to avoid paying out commissions. Most compensation plans have decreasing percentages. They've got legs to balance. They've got percentages paid on lesser legs, not on the other legs. There are matrices, binaries, unilevels, and the old stair-step breakaways. And the one thing that companies always tout and blow their horn about is how much money they pay out. Well, the reality is that they don't pay that money out, and it really doesn't make any difference anyway. It's what they pay you, what they pay us, right? What goes in our pocket. What I've discovered that, if I have an organization and I'm doing about $1 million worth of volume, and I'll just use that to keep the math going, I get a $50,000 a month check, about 5%. And that's kind of typical in the network marketing industry. What you're going to find in this revolutionary wealth plan are things that you've never seen before. You're going to see up to a 10% IQ bonus that we call a fast start bonus. You're going to see up to 100% match on your IQ team, your first team. You're going to see up to a 50% match on your first and second levels of personally sponsored people. And then you're going to see a 20%, not a 5%, but a 20% coded bonus on the activity of your world team. And I know that sounds complicated, but trust me, it's a very, very simple plan that once you get it and once you see it, and it's only, difficult to understand because it's brand new. To join the business, it's $49. Right now, the company's not taking anybody's money, but you can get a voucher that the company is offering, and that voucher is worth $49, and it will get you into the company. It will get you pre-positioned in this pre-launch phase of the company until we go into official pre-launch come the end of September, early October. Beyond that, we've got 3 business builder packages, one for $300, one for $600, and one for $1,200. Excuse me, let me go back here a second. I want you to really look at those and understand that, you could buy your way in or you can earn your way in. So either way is fine with us. You can do $600 in personal business volume in a calendar month and reach the first package. So you come in for $49, buy your way in or earn your way in, right? Now, the examples that I'm going to give here this evening, I'm going to use all around the Power Master position because it just makes the math easier for everybody. It's a 10% IQ bonus, and I'll explain that, and a 20% coded bonus. Like I said, right now you can't buy in at all. You have to get a voucher, what we call a WIP, a World Important Person voucher, from your sponsor and from the person that invited you onto this call. And then you can get signed in. There are some perks as to why you would want to do that now. And I'll just explain that real quickly. For those people that get pre-registered during this phase of our building, when they go to make a purchase, if they purchase the Master, the $600 package here, what's going to happen is that they're going to immediately be upgraded to the $1,200 package and be at the top commission codes. So you'll also, folks, within this package, there'll be a coupon or certificate that will guarantee you one of the first 5,000 space computers, because that's all that there will be before Christmas, right? That's all that there will be, 5,000 space computers. And trust me, you're going to want to have one of those first 5,000 space computers so you can take it down to your local television stations and show them. So just planting that seed. The IQ bonus, 5, 7, and 10%. Like I said, my example will be based here on that 10%. That's you in the middle. You started at the Power Master position, and you've sponsored 2 people that have purchased that product package, number 1 and 2, that's your IQ team. I said we have 2 teams here. You earn 10% of that $1,200 purchase, 120 times 2, $240. So that's, again, based on that $1,200 package. Now, matching bonuses. When you sponsor your first person, and again, this is something I've never seen in any compensation plan, just one person, you can earn a 20% matching bonus, right? 20% matching bonus on the one person. You sponsor a second person, they make a purchase of any package, right? You earn now a 40% matching bonus on your IQ team, those first 2 people. Now, when you sponsor your third person, you wind up with a 60% matching bonus on your first 2 people, your IQ team. When you sponsor your fourth, you're at an 80% matching bonus on your first 2 people. When you sponsor your fifth, you're at a 100% matching bonus on your IQ team, your first 2 people. So that kind of explains that. If they went out and made $10,000 each, not very difficult math here, but you would make 20, right? $20,000 a month just for helping those 2 people build their team, and you earning 100% matching bonus. So not a lot of hoops to jump through, very straightforward, and very, very revolutionary. Now, let me talk to you about the coded bonus, because this is where it really gets interesting, folks. Again, 10, 15, and 20%, 20% to infinity coded bonus. Now, here's what happens. You've got your IQ team, right, your first 2 people. Now you start adding on what we refer to as your world team, your number 3. When you do that, you earn 20% of that $1,200 package, which is $240. Now you add on number 4, the same thing happens. Number 5, $240. Number 6, right, and number 7. So that's the magic number here. 7 will maximize this compensation plan. 2 in your IQ team, 5 in your world team. That maximizes the compensation plan. And I'll explain a little bit later why that's so important when we talk about matching bonuses. Let me talk about the coded bonus. This is something that most people have never seen before. Again, this is your world team, number 3, number 4, 5, 6, 7. This maxes out, like I said, but this is being built just like a unilevel. That could go to 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 30, 40, 50. It really wouldn't matter. And what happens is that, again, $240 times 5 is $1,200. Now, this is where the coded bonus comes into play. When your world team starts sponsoring and bringing in their first 2, right, their IQ team, what happens is your person here earns a 10% bonus, but you earn a 20% bonus, 20% to infinity. So you've just earned, if this was perfectly laid out like that, you'd have $2,400 that you would just earn from the efforts of those 5 people. Now, here's where it really gets exciting. When this group starts bringing in their first 2, their IQ team, that 10 bring in 20, you earn, again, $240 on each one of them. So in a perfect world, $4,800, and again, to infinity, 96, and it just continues to go down and down and down and down. So $240 on the first 2 people, or 20% basically, no matter what package they buy, 20% to infinity on the IQ team of your world team. And again, your world team could be 5 people, it could be 10 people, it could be 50 people if you're one of those massive recruiters. And again, these numbers are all based on that Power Master package. Let me tell you what happens in the commissions. Now, we were talking about packages earlier. this is the monthly monthly renewables. These are the products and services that distributors are going to purchase, that they're going to sell. They're going to have customers. They're going to have people using the World Phone and becoming a customer just using the phone. And the commissions work like this. This is your IQ team. This is the first person in your world team, and we're just going to keep this real simple. We're going to assume for a second that this person, number 3, is doing $150 in personal production, right? Personal purchases themselves through all the different products and services available through World Global Network, and that they've got 10 customers, each buying $45 worth of something, right? Probably one of our phones, our World phones, $45, and where you can call 100 countries. And so if you had that, you had 10 customers at $45, that's $450, plus 150, that's $600. 20% of 600 is 120. Wanted you to see exactly how we got to that math. Again, your world team, we're going to put up those same 5 people, and you've just earned 120 times 5, or $600. Now, they have their IQ team. If that IQ team duplicated everything that they were doing, 150 in personal production, and then 10 customers, each at $450 at $45, then you'd have $1,200 in income. And that just continues and continues and continues. So, again, 20% on the volume created by the monthly volume created by the IQ team of your world team, just like when we talked about the packages. And again, that just continues on to infinity. We talked about matching bonuses initially of your IQ team being 100%, and you guys remember that. This is that world team again. There are those 5 people. You've got a 50% matching bonus on your world team. Now, I said that earlier that when you had 7 people, that maximized everything. Well, let me tell you what it actually does. You might say to me, well, Chuck, what if my first 2 people aren't my best 2 people, but my best 2 people are number 5 and number 6, or number 5 and number 7? Well, that's what's going to happen. We call it a floating code. The computer is going to search your personally sponsored people. Once you have 7, once you have 5 in your world team, it will search those 7 people looking for the best 2, not the first 2, but the best 2, and it will match those people 100% and everybody else 50%. Again, we know that money is the motivator. Money will create more webinars, more people talking, and gets everybody a lot more excited than if they weren't getting paid. So what we did here, here's an example. If this team, they were all earning $10,000 a month, then you'd earn a $25,000 matching bonus check just from this world team. But then we took it, then once you add on the $20,000 that you earn from your best 2, right? Another $10,000 each. Now we've got a $45,000 check just in matching bonuses. But then what we did is we decided to not only pay the 50% matching bonus on your personally sponsored team, but also pay it on the personally sponsored of all of your world team. So again, second generation, right? Second generation 50% matching bonus. And again, if they went out and they did these kind of numbers, here's what you would see as far as matching bonuses are concerned. So, folks, there is an awful lot of money in this compensation plan, 11 different income streams. I'm not going to go through those here tonight because we've got a couple that are left blank right now. But this is a very, very exciting opportunity, one that the likes of I've never seen in my 27-year career in this industry. But it's, we've got a 3-year-old company with 300,000 distributors, now with 7 offices that did $155 million in sales last year, that is coming to the North American market now, right? So we have a great opportunity. I would get back with the person that invited you onto this call and get one of those WIP vouchers. I would get registered. I would then start circling up my team, because right now we have a true advantage. Nobody can sponsor into the North American market but this team, this pre-launch team that you are now going to be part of. And we want you on that pre-launch team. And there are people coming from all over, networkers, people inside and outside the industry coming and looking at World Global Network and wanting in. So get positioned, get your team positioned, get to building toward the pre-launch, which I said will be end of September, early October, as soon as everything is in place in Miami. And then work real hard to get qualified to go on the Dubai trip, December the 2nd through the 6th. Incredible trip. You're going to love it. And then about 90 days after that Dubai trip, we'll have a big launch meeting, more than likely in Las Vegas, and we should have 2,000 to 3,000 people there, and everything in place, and a lot of people making an awful lot of money by that time. So, I want to thank you for joining us here this evening. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We had a couple other people that were going to speak, but didn't get that together very well. We'll try to improve on that. Like I said, this is pre-launch. And again, my name is Chuck Hansen. I want to thank you for joining us here this evening. Get back with the person that invited you onto this call. Let's get you registered. Vouchers are limited. They will go away, period, come pre-launch. So let's get your team in here and get them all signed in. So with that, this call is officially ended. We'll have another call next Thursday. And if you need anything prior to then, we're always around. I'm always around. So just get back with the person that invited you onto this call, and we can answer all your questions. So with that, thank you very much for joining us, and good night, everybody.